Assalamualaikum. So in this video, I want to explain about the information transfer. Meaning that for the first assignment, the group assignment that you have to do is the report writing. So in the report writing, you have to conduct the questionnaire. No, not conduct. You have to distribute questionnaire. So collecting the data. Once you get the data, if you do the questionnaire online, for example using the Google form. So of course when you get the data, the answer by your respondent, it will be in everything. It will be, you can choose it to be in the visuals, the charts, the pie charts, the graph, and so on. So all of the graph, the visuals, you have to include in your report. And then you have to describe the graph. So how to describe the graph, the visuals, the charts, and so on. You have to emphasize the main point, the title of the graph. Introduce the visual by describing the charts. The body of your findings should explain the data and indicate obvious trends. So you have to explain everything in the chart. Finally, you have to conclude your findings by giving a summary of the highest and lowest. It's not necessarily that you have to give the highest and the lowest. You can also explain all of the data that you collected for the graph. Don't make the mistake by simply repeating the data shown. So make sure when you're explaining the data, don't repeat your explanation. Let's say this is the example. This is a line graph. The title of this visuals, the data, is sales of Perodua cars for the year 2005. If you see here, let me show you. You see here, we have three types of cars here sold by the Perodua. We have Myvi, we have Kalisa, and also we have Kancil. So this graph show the sales of all these three cars for the whole year, starting from January until December. So how to explain? First, you state that the above chart shows the number of car sales by Perodua for the year 2005, meaning that in the page, first you put the visuals, the charts on top, and then below the charts, and then you start your explanation. First you explain what charts is it, and what is it about. Of all the three cars models, my V sales growth increased steadily with the highest sales in the month of December. So it states here is the highest figures. Myvi has the highest sales growth compared to Kalisa and Kancil because this is due to Myvi being a newer model equipped with more advanced technology. So first it states here is the highest the highest figure, which is the Myvi, and then it compare and then it give the reasons, analyze why is it the Myvi is the highest. So this is based on your observation, your own ideas, or from your readings. You can come up with this explanation or analysis. Kalisa, sales on the other hand is higher than Kancil with high sales in the month of October and November. However, sales dropped slightly in December, and so on. It has declined, due to the introduction of the newer model. So here it gives the reason why the declining of the sales. In conclusion, the Myvi model has the highest sales for the year 2005, while the Kancil model have the lowest sale. For example, next example, this is the pie chart. XYZ employees childcare arrangement. So here we have all the data here. This is about 40% of the children is at another home. 31% is child's home, and so on. And after you put the graph or the chart there, and then below the chart you will include, you will explain about the chart. Okay, so the birth pie chart shows the statistic of childcare arrangement used by parents in the year 2002. So first we explain, okay, about the charts, the graph, okay. So here you can get it from the title of the visuals. Okay, there are 5 categories. Okay, and then the chart indicates that 40% of parents are more inclined to send their children to another home. Okay, this is the highest figure. Okay, so the reason why, okay, this is could be due to the parents' wish for their children to be raised in a home environment. Okay, so this is from your observation or your own ideas. Okay, so you have to come up with your own ideas here. Okay, to explain why it state the highest one or why the figure is like this. Okay. The second choice is arranging the child to be cared at home, 31%. Okay, you have to remember that when you do the describing the data, okay, when you analyze the data, I want you to include the figure of the data that you want to highlight or when you want to describe. Okay, make sure you state the figure. Okay, the third child is about 50% and so on. Okay, in conclusion, the most preferred childcare arrangement is another's home, while the least preferred childcare arrangement is others. Last one, you will do the conclusion. However, for each of the explanation, for each of data that you explain, okay, you mention first, you mention the figure. Okay, after you mention the figure, okay, 31% of parents prefer this arrangement, and then I want you to give the reason, to explain, okay, to analyze why parents prefer this arrangement. Okay, for each figure that you've mentioned, okay, you explain, I want you to analyze it, why it happened like that. Okay, how to explain it, okay, is from your reading, your observation. You have to find the data or the reading materials for that. Okay, okay, that's it. Okay, well, basically is that when you want to analyze the data, first, of course, when you collect the data, you get the respondent answer. Okay, and then you have to calculate. Well, if you do it online, okay, by using the Google form, you don't have to calculate it. It will automatically calculate for you, and then it will automatically construct or create the visuals for you. You just take the visuals, but what you have to do is you have to explain the visuals. How to explain the visuals is I want you to explain all of the figures that included in the visuals. Let's say that in the pie chart you have about 5 figures. Okay, so I want you to mention all of the 5 figures, and for each figures, okay, you have to mention, you have to state why is it like that, and the last part is your conclusion. As a conclusion, highest one is this, the lowest is this, this is because of what, or from the observation or from this figure we can conclude that this is what why is this happen. Okay, it's like that. Okay, it's very simple. You can write whatever that you think or your opinion about the figure. So I hope you understand on how to analyze the data from the questionnaire. Okay, when you collect the questionnaire, when you get the respondents answer. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much.